36 weeks pregnant, and I am getting my house ready for baby to come. And as a multiple business owner, entrepreneur, I'm just going to tell you something right here, right now, that might change your entire life. So stay tuned. Welcome to The World is Your Oyster. I am your host, Courtney Burton, and today we are going to talk about getting your household ready for baby to come. Or maybe if you are traveling for a long period of time, or just trying to get your household in order as a business owner and entrepreneur, this episode is for you. I own multiple six-figure businesses, and I'm an online course creation coach. I help women build online courses so they have more freedom to go out and do what they love. I also own 2 brick and mortar adventure businesses here in Colorado. I am 36 weeks pregnant at the time of this filming. Who knows when this episode is released? There could be a baby here, which is absolutely insane. And I am going to talk about caring for your household while being a busy entrepreneur and while being a mom. I'm going to straight up tell you, my house, not always the cleanest house. And I will never forget, I grew up in a household that was always clean. And my parents were business owners, but I grew up in a house that was always clean. I am talking everything had its place. It was tidy, neat. There was not clutter and mess everywhere. My house, that is not the house I live in. And for the longest time, I beat myself up because my house, there's like right now I'm looking at my countertop over there. There's stuff on my counter. There's stuff all over my counter. There's 2 whiteboards with schedules. There's a first aid kit. There's sunscreen. There's a screwdriver for some reason. There's a bunch of cords and mail. My living room, there's magnet tiles all over my living room. There are dishes in my sink right now and a clean dishwasher that needs to be unloaded. And I would let this stuff drive me crazy and feel like I wasn't being, and this is specifically for the female entrepreneur right now, I let myself feel like I wasn't being the good wife, the good mother, the good woman of the household, which is so 1950s. But we let ourselves think this, and specifically as women entrepreneurs, moms that own businesses, that run households, those are 3 full-time jobs. Think about it. Being a mom is a full-time job. Owning your own business, whether it's one business or multiple businesses like I have. I tell Braden all the time, my husband, I'm like just doing the marketing for Wheelies and Waves, this is like one person's full-time salaried position that I do in addition to this and this and this, right? These are all full-time jobs. And then running a household, keeping a house clean, that's a full-time job. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you permission. Who cares? Who cares if your house isn't clean? I'll never forget, I have 2 very good friends of mine that are wildly successful. And they were multiple 7-figure business owners when I was just getting started on my own business journey. And they both lived in different places than me, so I did not frequent their houses. I only saw what I saw on social media, which is this curated, beautiful life, right? And so I went to go stay with my first friend. I'm not going to name any names. I went to go stay with my first friend, and I'll never forget, I walked into her house and I was like, kind of messy in here. Like, it's not neat. There's papers all over your desk, and there's dishes in your sink, and there's laundry everywhere that needs to be done, and your couch cushions don't look organized, and there's dirt on the floor, right? I didn't say this to her. I was like, her house is beautiful, and I felt very honored to be there and to be staying with her. But I realized in that moment, my worth as a business owner was not connected to my worth of a clean house or of perfectly prepped meals. Like, they aren't correlated. And then about a year later, I went to my second friend's house, and same thing. And she was like, I cleaned up for you. And there were, dishes everywhere, toys everywhere from the kids. And I just remember thinking, this is real life. Your home is real life. And if there are toys on the coffee table, if there's mail on your counter, if there's, I'm picking up stuff in front of me, a random bobby pin and a chapstick on your dining room table that you're filming your YouTube series on, this is all real life. And so I watch these videos of women talking about prepping their house for baby, prepping everything for baby. And so here's what I did, if you want to know. I washed the baby's clothes. I had a lot of friends that gave me hand-me-downs, and so, which I'm all about, secondhand, reuse. I don't need everything all new. I think it's bad for the environment. It is bad for the environment. So I washed all those clothes in our detergent, and that way, like, if there's anything in transit that got on them or whatever, they're fine. I washed those clothes. I put some diapers down here. Put some diapers upstairs. I have the bassinet ready. And starting next week, as I start to cook meals, I'm just going to double batch. So for example, next week I'm going to have chicken enchiladas. I'm going to double batch. I'm going to make some enchiladas to put in a chest freezer. I'm going to make chili. I'm going to double batch to put in chest freezer. I'm going to make my favorite soup. I'm going to double batch and put in the chest freezer. So I'll have about 7 or 8 meals in a chest freezer. And I also put like chicken and stuff in Ziploc bags that I can just dump in the crock pot. That's my prep for baby. That's my prep for life. And here's my tip for anybody out there that is an entrepreneur, that is concerned that their house isn't clean enough. These were personal goals of mine. I was like, if my house isn't clean enough, I'm going to make enough money to hire a cleaner. And I'll never forget when I was just starting out and I was still waiting tables and bartending. Every single month, I would pick up an extra shift at the restaurant. And while I was there working to make money, I would have a cleaner at my house, cleaning my house. And literally the $100 that I had made at the restaurant that night, went and handed it to my cleaner. I would rather work than clean my house. Know your strengths and go with them. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're like, oh God, she's going to talk about getting her house together for a baby, I just want to let you know this episode, this is different. This is your permission to have the messy house, to have the messy life, to have this wildly successful business, and to spend time with your kids when you have free time, laughing and having fun and not being worried about whether the dishes are done or the toys are all put away. Get out there and enjoy your life. There's always time for that. We do about 3 times a week. We'll do just a big house pickup. Takes us all 15 minutes. We all walk around. We're all picking. It's either Braden or I. One of us gets like to the breaking point. Braden will be like, oh, there's stuff everywhere. And we'll walk around and we'll pick everything up and like put it away. Or I'll be like, there's stuff all over the counters, and we'll walk around and pick it up and put it away. 15 minutes. Wipe some stuff down. Hire a cleaner every 2 weeks. Make enough money that you can do it. That, my friends, hire somebody to cook your meals. That, my friends, is my postpartum plan. So I don't know if you had anything on this episode. If anything, hopefully you just got the permission to have a little bit of a messy house and enjoy your life, because that's part of being an entrepreneur, and that is the reality of being a business owner and a mom. We will see you next time. Next time I see you, I will have a baby, which is so exciting. Stay tuned. I will definitely be introducing him to you here. I feel like my YouTube channel is still so small that the people that do watch are like my real friends, like people that I know and love and trust. And so I can't wait for y'all to meet little CB2, little hint, little CB2. And we'll see you on the other side, messy house and all. Don't forget, the world is your oyster, and we'll see you next time.